We have completed what the breaking. Donald Trump just said, Trump, we have completed the very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran, 4 down, Natanz and Isfahan. All aircraft are now out of Iranian space. A full load of bombs was dropped on the main site, Fordow. All aircraft are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. No other military in the world could have done this. Now is the time for peace.
Than Democrats, and that's a complete reversal from a decade
Oh my
ago.
God. Oh my God. Republicans are talking about tattoos, bro. The news is not even caught up yet because this just happened, which is why they're not even... What? Did he accidentally post that too soon or something? President Trump announces the U.S. has bombed Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan in Iran. He calls it successful and says U.S. planes are outside of Iranian space. Now is the time for peace, he writes. Dude, the peace president does it again? What do you mean? What do you mean the peace president? We just bombed a fucking foreign nation. What the fuck do you mean, peace president? I told you that 2-week narrative was bitch shit just to make the Israeli freak out as punishment for forcing his hand. Wait, first of all, I also never believed the fucking 2-week narrative. I told you that it was most likely going to happen this weekend. The Truth Social post got deleted and updated 18 seconds ago. This was the OG. What's different about it? What's different about this from the other one? We have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now out. Baba vurdular. Amerika vurdu. İran'a. Nükleer siteleri. Fordow, Natanz ve Esfahan. CNN is fucking doing Viagra commercials. And Fox is talking about the Democratic Party's style still. Trump said he struck Iran, the American troops, No, it is. He deleted it and then reposted it. We have completed our very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iranian airspace. A full payload of bombs were dropped on the primary site, Fordow. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There's not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Nothing was changed in the fucking repost. Remember when General Keane advised them, tell the Iranians through the back channels it will be a one-time strike. Don't respond or else. Now we wait. What are the other bombers doing today? What do you mean? They're probably coming in because of a potential retaliation, which might come. Now we wait. Now we wait. From this point on, we wait. We see what Iran's retaliation is going to look like. But remember, right as this information was coming in, I said they are perhaps holding off on deploying ballistic missiles because they're worried about an imminent American strike. Literally, this happened out of... I mean, this was the most expected attack, the most anticipated attack of all time. Seymour Hersh was right, for the record. Cy Hersh's reporting was correct. No, oh shit, Al Jazeera is just
all right,
now.
Bringing you some breaking news now. We're just seeing U.S. President Donald Trump post on his Truth Social account that the U.S. has attacked 3 Iranian nuclear sites. Trump has said that joined the Israeli air campaign, and now we wait to hear more from Tehran and the Iranian government. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. This is, I'm reading now from the Truth Social post.
They got caught so off guard that their delivery mechanism for this looks like a live stream, looks like my fucking live stream. Look at this. Both CNN, literally, they screenshotted it so fucking fast that they still have the notification up. Chatters. This is 1 day of traffic in the Strait of Hormuz, through the Strait of Hormuz, of oil tankers, cargo vessels. It is a tremendously important choke point that Iran stated they would start mining if they were attacked. Look, the calculation here is simple. As I said, either the Trump generals are correct and Iran will behave in the same fucking way that they did after the Qasem Soleimani assassination, but this is a severe escalation beyond that. This is exactly what Israel did to the Palestinians for 75 fucking years, basically. Not in the same severity, obviously, but like this is a show of force that says you will not negotiate with us. We will not negotiate with you as even partners. We are here to dominate you. Just as the Abraham Accords basically proved to the Palestinian population that there was no other way out of this, that they were backed into a corner. This is another escalation from the American government and the Israeli government, that their goal here is complete complete subservience from the Iranian government. They are no longer a sovereign nation from this point on, is basically what they are saying. They have their airspace. They fucking use the diplomatic talks
get to the depth
as a cover, as a protective cover
that facility
to basically blow up these facilities. Now, we don't know. From Phil Stewart, national security reporter for Reuters, U.S. B-2 bombers were involved in strikes on Iran's nuclear sites. U.S. official tells Reuters. What will China and Russia do now? I mean, it is the fact that this happened probably means that China and Russia, maybe I'm wrong, but the fact that this happened feels as though China and Russia allowed it to happen, if that makes sense. Like, I don't, if they saw Iran as a valuable partner, a valuable enough ally, I doubt that they would fucking allow Iran to get bombed. They would probably intervene far before this took place, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think America can move B-2 bombers into Iran and fly over Iranian airspace and blow up Iran when there are Chinese assets in Iran. There are Russian assets in Iran. Well, notice that they didn't actually bomb the fucking Russian facility. The Russian nuclear facility was untouched. They will intervene now. I think it took everyone by surprise. It took everyone by surprise. So why is a fucking dumbass 33-year-old Twitch streamer who is simply looking at the readily available reporting on it, telling you that it was going to happen literally this weekend, because I read Seymour Hersh's reporting on it, which was almost entirely correct. There is no world in which, if I am speculating on something and telling you that this assessment has a high likelihood that the fucking Chinese state is oblivious to that reality, or rather the Russian state is oblivious to that reality. That's not how states work. Many of you don't understand that, like, states literally engage in deconfliction when they literally do war with one another even, okay? They communicate flights to one another. I'm not saying that the B-2 bombers were communicated ahead of time to Russia and China, but I would be shocked if they didn't. First of all, there is no congressional approval. They are basically fucking behaving as though if it's a bombing campaign, it doesn't require, like just with Yemen, just like Yemen, if it's a bombing campaign, it doesn't require congressional approval, is like the modus operandi now, okay? This has been calcified as a fixture of American foreign policy, okay? Congressional approval basically is negligible and not necessary when it comes to bombing campaigns. At most, if you want to do probably like a full-blown boots on the ground military campaign, then you have to maybe say like, oh, there's going to be a special military operation, not a full-blown invasion. And then maybe you can exhaust the legal limitations once again. This is a severe escalation. This is a severe escalation, an act of aggression against a sovereign state, directly going to war with Iran, specifically at the behest of Israeli leadership and Israeli advice. America does not give a fuck about anything, dude. We do not care about anything. We are so fucking awful. We are so goddamn awful. It is crazy. Fuck the Constitution. Fuck international law. We designed it. We can break it if we want to, and you can't do a damn thing about it. That is precisely what's going on here. The problem with this final last-ditch attempt at sovereignty is that it will it most likely will lead to extended conflict with America and with Israel, and it will most likely lead to the inevitable demise of the country that we know, the United States of America, if it goes in that direction. And it will be used as a proxy by China and Russia if they are clever enough to extend that conflict in the same way that America was using Ukraine against Russia. The difference, of course, between Ukraine and Iran is that Iran has designed its entire society to withstand this kind of thing if push came to shove. They've never used it, and I don't even know if push comes to shove, they will be able to use it, but we shall see what happens. Trump just tweeted a fucking OSINT account. Fordow is gone, says open source intel. This is so stupid. I'm sorry. What the fuck?